Early one morning, the sun was rising. I was lying in bed, wondering if she had changed at all, if her hair was still red. Folks that say our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. Well, I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling from my shoes, headed out for the East Coast, and Lord knows I paid my dues, getting through, tangled up in blue. And she was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, and we abandoned it out west. Split up on that dark side night, both agreeing it was for the best. She turned to me and looked at me as I was walking away. I heard her say from over her shoulder, hey, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. We were tangled up in blue. Had a job in the great North Woods, working for a cook for a spell. I never did like it all that much. One day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans and happened to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat out right outside of Delacroix. And all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but you never could escape my mind. I just grew, I was tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. Just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight, it was so clear. Later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there on the back of my chair, and she said, hey, don't I know your name? I muttered something from underneath my breath, and she studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes. We were tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and she offered me a pie. I thought I'd never say hello. She said you look like the silent time. Then she opened up a book of poems and she handed it to me, written by an Italian poet in the 13th century. And every one of their words rang true and it glowed like burning coal, pouring off from every page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montauk Street in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution was in the air. And then he started into dealing slaves and something inside of him died. Had to sell everything she owned, we were frozen up all inside. Finally the bottle fell out and I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. Going back again, I gotta get back to her from higher. And all the people that we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, and some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, headed for another joy. I always did feel the same, just saw from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue.